Hello and welcome to the Clever Channel. I'm Jason, your host, and we are going on a journey up to Tesco for some shopping. Didn't go out over the weekend. I was feeling well enough to actually go out for the weekend, but with the riots and stuff going on and some protests in hand, it was a bit skew-iffy, as I would put it. And the friend who works in the police let me know that there was a lot of stuff going on and not worth trying to get up there. I'm pretty much over norovirus. I'm still not 100%. Getting the Quingo ready and everything like that made me feel a bit shaky, as if I was doing too much. But I'm good enough that I can actually do stuff. They came this morning, the Quingo service people, and fitted a completely new disc brake unit on the front. So the emergency brake is now brand new. It was working before after they fixed, but it needed changing. So yeah, we are good. We are golden, we are great. We'll do our normal going through the park. My thoughts on the riots and the protests and all that. It's a bunch of thuggery. I did it on a vlog. It is a bunch of thuggery. As soon as you use violence and indiscriminate violence in your protests, you lose all right to having a protest. Your rights to your whatever is your cause, whatever you're doing it for, it becomes just a rabble. When you mask up, when you go around thinking you're hard with your black hoodies on and all that, and you trash people's houses, you trash businesses, you trash corner shops, you attack the police, who are, from what I can see, in a purely defensive thingy, trying to hold the line basically and protect people's property. You're coming from outside the area. You're hurting communities. You're not doing it because of some high ethical or ideal. You are actually causing harm. You are causing harm to the community. You are wasting resources. As soon as you start to enforce your views via violence, you have lost all high ground. You have lost all ability and moral support and ethics and everything. Yes, there's things wrong in the UK. We had a nice chat about it, discussion on Discord about it, and I was wrong about a few things, and that's fine. That's the reason we have these discussions. But once you transfer from talking, from discussing, from connecting, from trying to work together, then you just become thuggery. Then you just become, everybody hates you. Everybody wants you to end. Everybody wants you in jail. Everybody wants thingy. You are not helping the process. There is intelligent ways. There is political ways. There is good protests that are peaceful. And I know some people want to protest peaceful in that, and other people hijack it. Morning. And that's good. We live in a multicultural society in the UK. And for the most part, all of the different religions, all of the things, work well together. Yes, there is bias. Yes, in some ways, some people from different backgrounds get an easier go because they can play the race card. They have a right sometimes to play the race card because sometimes they are judged badly. But as we found with things like online gaming and VRchat and all that, when you take away the bias, when you take away and you connect to people and you talk to people and you make friends and you make connections all around the world in every different country in there, you realise that a lot of people are basically good. Not all, yes, there is people, just like there's people who abuse the disability system, just like there's people that abuse the benefit system, just like the people who do any of that. Just like the paedophiles and all that, and the grooming gangs and that happens. But I still honestly believe this is a minority for any race, and that in general people are actually good. Now maybe I'm naive in that, but my experience of being around people and spending time and talking to people and getting to know them, I've found that when you start talking, when you form that connection, when you make friends, when you put away the anger and the animosity, and instead, and you actually find out about the person, not the stereotypes, you actually find out about the person behind the stereotype. And you actually get to know people. But these thugs aren't interested in that, they are just interested in destroying. They just want to watch the world burn. This is just their latest cause for them to trash the world. And it sucks. It really does suck. It's not a good place to be. You're not any way of a fair benefit to society. This country is hurting. We know this. Definitely hurting. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering in this world. And there's a lot of pain and suffering and cost of living and everything else. But when you trash a corner shop, when you hurt an innocent person, when you cause the resources that we have for the police and everything to be used in this way, who do you think gets hurt in the end? The average normal person. Where do you think all this resources for the special units and that to tackle this kind of crap that's going on? And where do you think all those police have come from to stand against the protests? They don't just magically come out, they have to be drafted from other police forces. People that would normally be able to go out and deal with burglaries, deal with violent crime, deal with crime against women, deal with all the things that need to be sorted, they are not there because there is only a certain amount of people in the police force, a certain amount of people, and their leaves are cancelled and they have to ring and that causes more stress for them. It's a knock-on effect. And the trauma that the police deal with it. I mean, think about it. I've watched the videos of what was going on, of the police trying to hold the line against the protest and being pelted with bricks, with wheelie bins on fire, with burning bottles, with fireworks and everything. You think that just rolls off them? You think that doesn't affect them in the long run and affect them and cause trauma for them, and they have to go off sick and maybe not come back to the job? You may think that we'd be better off without the police force, but fuck me, we would not. Seriously. They at least try to do some good and they at least try to hold the order, and we need that. So all of this stuff that gets done, all of this trashing people, all it does is actually harm to us in the long run, to the finances of the country, to even the finances of 4 countries up to now, probably more by now, have basically put out notices advising their people not to go to the UK, to avoid the UK because of the riots and stuff. How do you think that's going to affect tourism? How do you think that's going to affect people coming to this country to spend money and things like that? It has a big knock-on effect. What kind of image do you think it's putting out of the UK? None of it helps in the long term. Because all the stuff that you're bitching about, the resources that may have been there for doing something about it are now going to have to be redirected to paying for hospital. Because police who get hurt, damage to properties, trash stuff, it doesn't magically get fixed when you torch a shop and destroy a place. It doesn't magically, the money just doesn't magically, it has to come from somewhere. Something has to be done. Now, I'm not saying that in certain situations, violence can't be a level the field and sort things out, but we are not there yet. We're way near that. We're not anything near that. I mean, yeah, there's countries out there that really you have to take to the streets and fight. No, but we're not there yet, and we shouldn't be there yet. We should be going in the opposite direction. I'm not a pacifist. I will stand up and fight for my planet. But yeah, I'm glad I can be out today. I'm hoping things are okay. I'm going to go to Tesco and do the shopping there. So let's just do a little shopping and get some bits and pieces in. I've got a few bags with me. I'm going to get some dog food. I might get some food for me today to have. Might make some sandwiches. I don't know. I feel like trying some sandwiches. So that's an option. I'm just going to have a drink. So let's just have a see where we are on the thingy. 12 minutes. I'm going to stop this and start a new one in a sec.